Yes, students. So before moving on to present perfect tense, now we have understood about simple present and present continuous, right? Now the thing is that apart from that, there are some words which are normally not used in the continuous form. Okay. Now we also call them stative verbs. क्या कहते हैं उनको? Stative verbs, which refer to states. That means of experiences, conditions, rather than actions. So these verbs usually occur in simple form, that is simple present form, instead of writing them in present continuous form. Although the words will appear to be the action words, but still those are not used in present continuous form. And those words are verbs of thinking or some mental activity like think, remember, believe, know, understand, imagine, consider, agree, mean, mind, etc. Now, you cannot say, I am thinking that he will arrive today. You cannot say, I am thinking. I think, because it's a state of mind, right? Where you have that thought in the mind that the person will arrive. I think. I remember. I am believing nahi hota hai. I remember. I know. I understand. I am understanding नहीं होता है because यहाँ पर एक state को refer करता है कि yes, मुझे इस बात की समझ है. I imagine. Right? So that way these verbs of thinking or mental activity, which refers to some experience, some state, you will not use them in continuous form. Then there are verbs of emotion: hate, love, feel, desire, want, prefer, refuse. These are also used in simple present form. You will not say, I'm loving it. I'm loving you. We say, I love you. Right? I hope. I'm hoping nahi kehte hain. Right? So that way these words are used in simple present. Then verbs of appearing. It appears to me, it seems to me, it looks. So appear, seem, look, etc. Verbs of perception, basically, which is related to verbs of senses like see, hear, smell, notice, recognize, etc. Then verbs of possession: own, possess, belong. So these words are basically used in simple present tense. So some examples like, it appears to be correct. I think you are in the wrong side. I like to eat mangoes. हम ये नहीं कहेंगे I'm liking to eat mangoes. Do you understand the problem? हम ये नहीं कहेंगे are you understanding? Right? She prefers to eat junk food. They want to play cricket. The car belongs to my neighbor. Does it seem funny? I hear the beating of drums. I'm hearing nahi hoga. So this way there are few words which are used in simple present tense. So while using these words, be careful. So now let us start with present perfect tense, right? So here is the slide in front of you. It says present perfect tense is used to express an action that has been completed recently. Abhi abhi koi kaam khatam kiya hai. I have just received a message. He has completed his work. Mohan and Sita have left for station. So this way we see that, and we use this tense to express an action that has been completed recently. अभी अभी जो काम शुरू हुआ या खत्म हुआ है, right? So शुरू कभी भी हो सकता है. It basically relates to some past and present, mixture of some present and past. कि कोई action past में शुरू हुआ लेकिन अभी अभी खत्म हो गया. So I've just received a message. There is one more condition, like to express a past action, the result of which still continues, or we can say that the action has completed, but if its effect is still in the present, in that case also we use present perfect tense. जैसे अगर मैं example लूं, the car broke down the car has broken down. Now, these are two statements, but the meaning differs. With the usage of the different forms of word, we see that how the meaning differs. When I say the car broke down, that means it's a one-time activity and the car is now working. But when I say the car has broken down, that means it is still not working and I cannot reach office. So इस तरह से कोई past का action जिसका effect अभी भी continue हो रहा है. Then जैसे another example, she has been ill since last Sunday. So when I'm using has been ill, that means it implies that she is still ill. वो अभी भी बीमार है. So इस तरह से when you are using present perfect tense, you have to be a little careful about the usage. So think what actions are it referring to, what time is it referring to, how the effect still continues in the present or the work has just completed now. So in that case, you will use present perfect tense. Next, form, how to write a perfect tense. In affirmative sentences, when we are taking subject singular, subject has verb third form plus object. So whenever you are dealing with the verbs, you must have the clarity of the usage of the three forms of verb. होता क्या है अक्सर, जैसे कुछ वर्ड्स को आप रॉन्ग लिख देते हो, लाइक आप कट कट कट, इसका तीनों फॉर्म सेम होता है, बट आप क्या करते हो, इसको कटेड बना देते हो. पुट पुट पुट, आप क्या करते हो, पुटेड कर देते हो. सो दैट वे यू मस्ट लर्न द कॉन्जुगेशन ऑफ वर्ब्स, द थ्री फॉर्म्स ऑफ वर्ब व्हेन यू आर यूजिंग टेंसेस. So she has won the match. She's the subject here. It's singular, third person singular. And we are going to write has here. And the verb third form, won the match. Rama has resolved all the sums. And when we are dealing with the plurals, subject, subject, have, V3 plus object. They have won the match. Rama and Ria have solved all the sum. So when the subject is plural, use have plus verb third form. In negative sentences, we add has, have के साथ not. So singular में subject has not plus V3 plus object. She has not won the match. Rama has not solved all the sums. In case of plurals, subject have not V3 plus object. They have not won the match. Rama and Ria have not solved all the sums. Next, interrogative sentences. So when you are dealing with interrogative, be very particular. The helping verb has and have will come in front. So has, subject, V3 plus object, singular में. So has he won the match? Has Rama solved all the sums? In plural, we use have, subject, V3 and object. Just excuse me. Yes. So have they won the match? Have Rama and Ria solved all the sums? So this thing has to be taken care of, that when you are using perfect tense, present perfect. So what you have to take care of is that the helping verb will come in front. Then you will place the subject. You cannot ask question like this. He has won the match. No, then it will be a statement. Has he won the match? Right? Now, प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस को हिंदी में पहचानना भी बहुत आसान है. यू हैव टू सी फॉर द वर्ड्स लाइक चुका है, चुकी है, चुके हैं, दिया है, लिया है. राइट जैसे मैंने पत्र डाक में डाल दिया है. आई हैव पोस्टेड द लेटर. हमारी टीम मैच जीत चुकी है. आवर टीम हैज वन द मैच. सो चुकी है, चुका है, इस तरह से आपको हिंदी में इसकी पहचान होती है. राइट नेक्स्ट प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूअस. तो प्रेजेंट है, परफेक्ट भी है, इसके साथ साथ कंटिन्यूअस भी है. सो इसमें क्या होता है, it is used to express an action that began in some time in the past and is still going on. Past के किसी एक टाइम पे ये एक्शन शुरू हुआ था, लेकिन प्रेजेंट अभी वो चल रहा है. She has been watching the TV since evening. That means वो शाम से ही टीवी देख रही है, right? So time reference is given. Since and for का usage होता है. Since is for exact point of time and for is for the period of time. So she has been watching. So form of present perfect continuous. In affirmative sentences, singular, we use subject, then has, then we, been, then V1 plus ing plus object. So she has been playing since 5 o'clock. वो 5 बजे से खेल रही है. That means वो शाम से उसने खेलना शुरू किया, 5 बजे से खेलना शुरू किया और अभी तक वो खेल रही है. Rama has been solving all the sums for 2 hours. रमा पिछले 2 घंटे से सारे सवाल हल कर रही है. So that way you have to use this tense. Next is in case of plural. Subject have been V1 ing and the object. So they have been playing the match since 5 o'clock. Rama and Ria have been solving all the sums for 2 hours. So this is again just to remind you, the time is given in present perfect tense. Since is used with point of time, there's a 5 o'clock, morning, evening. For is used with the period of time, 2 hours, 1 week, 1 year, that way. Okay, students? Negative sentences. So when we are dealing with the negative sentences in present perfect continuous tense, what we do with the subject has not been. So we insert a negative not there in between has and been, right? Then V1 ing and object. She has not been playing since 5 o'clock. Then with plurals, have not been plus V1 ing. They have not been playing since 5 o'clock. So this way you frame a sentence in negative for singular and plural subject. And the last one is the interrogative sentences. For singular, you will bring the helping verb first, then the subject, then been, V1 ing, and the object. Has she been playing since 5 o'clock? तो क्या वो सुबह या 5 बजे से वो खेल रही है? सो ये जो क्या है हमारा वो क्वेश्चन, हैज शी बीन प्लेइंग. सो हैज को हमने पहले प्लेस करना है whenever you are writing it in question form. Has Rama been solving all the sums for 2 hours? And the next one, for plurals, we use have plus subject, been plus V1 ing and the object. Have they been playing the match since 5 o'clock? Have Rama and Ria been solving all the sums for 2 hours? So this way you frame a sentence in present perfect continuous tense. Right, students? So with this we have covered the first part of the tense, that is present tense. So we have the clarity of the concept now for simple present or present indefinite, then the continuous form, then present perfect tense and present perfect continuous form, right? Now we will start with the next, that is the past tense. So let me just change the slide for you. So just give me some time. Yes. So now we will discuss today about the past tense. So we have done with the present tense and now we are going to start with past tense. Again, past tense is further classified into indefinite or simple past, past continuous, past perfect and past perfect continuous tense. So let us start with this past indefinite or simple past tense. So simple past tense is used to express an action that took place in the past time and is over now. Past के किसी एक time पे वो action घटा लेकिन अब present में वो नहीं है. Basically, what you have to take care about simple past tense is that simple past is basically expressed for actions which has single act. Actions जो एक बार घटे हो और time reference होता है जैसे yesterday, last week, लास्ट ईयर, इस तरह का टाइम रेफरेंस हमेशा ऐड होता है विद सिंपल past. I went to market yesterday. He gave me a gift on my birthday. Birthday साल में एक बार आया और आपको गिफ्ट एक बार मिला. So referring to an action, one time action, right? So इस बात का ध्यान रखोगे कि simple past, when you are using it, it should be about a past time which is over now. It's a one time action, and or time reference is given like yesterday, right? Then last week, this way the time reference is mentioned there. Past indefinite or simple past is also used to express some past habit. पास्ट की कोई एक हैबिट जो अब आप प्रेजेंट में कंटिन्यू नहीं करते हो. ही नेवर केम हियर इन द डे टाइम. दैट मीन्स पास्ट में वो कभी भी डे टाइम पे यहाँ नहीं आता था, लेकिन अब शायद आने लगा हो. ही यूजुअली वेंट टू मीट हिज ब्रदर, राइट? सो पास्ट की किसी हैबिट को रेफर करना. सो जो पास्ट की हैबिट है, इन चीजों को यूजुअली जिस तरह से हमने सिंपल प्रेजेंट में देखा था कि हम डेली रूटीन को एक्सप्रेस करते हैं, उसी तरह से सिंपल पास्ट इज यूज्ड टू रेफर टू सम पास्ट डेली रूटीन और पास्ट हैबिट, राइट? सो दैट वे you should take care when you are talking about any past habit. Then in conditional sentences, to express improbable condition, if you remember, it is the type 2 of the conditionals. If I knew his address, I would tell him. So if I knew, if I would know, yahan nahi hoga. So when you are expressing a condition, simple past is to be used for improbable condition. Type 2 conditionals mein we use simple past, and it is followed by I would tell you. So that way simple past is again followed in the main clause. So form of simple past, when we have to write a statement in a simple past, what we have to do? We have to write the subject, then the verb in the second form. So जो verb की second form use होती है, play, played, played. So यहाँ जो played second form है वो use किया. He played football. It rained heavily in August. Rohan and Sandeep watched television. Negative sentences, we use did here. Remember, we used do and does for simple present. Similarly, what we have to do for simple past, we will use did here. So subject did not, we won. लेकिन क्या होता है जब आप did का यूज करते हो तो verb हमेशा फर्स्ट फॉर्म में आती है. बेटा इस बात का ख्याल रखोगे, right? He did not play football. He did not played football नहीं होगा. What you actually commit mistake in writing is you always place with did second or third form of the verb. Don't do that. So always did के साथ क्या follow करता है? We, verb in its first form. It did not rain heavily in August. Rohan and Sandeep did not watch television. So इस तरह से when you are referring to simple past, you use the verb in its second form. Now, sometimes, simple past is also used to refer to simultaneous action also. Like, while they drank tea, the children played. कोई parallel action जो घट रहा है, instead of, it can be substituted. Past continuous के लिखने के बजाय, you can always express it in simple past as well. So इस तरह से ध्यान रखोगे. And when you are expressing some negative statement in simple past, you will use did along with not and the verb in its first form. Okay. Next, interrogative sentences. So when you are using simple past and it should be in an interrogative form, then we place the helping verb did in front, right? So did, subject, V1 and the object. Did he play football? Did it rain heavily in August? Did Rohan and Sandeep watch television? So this way you have to place this helping verb did in front of the sentence, then the subject, and then the verb will follow. So the structure has to be taken care of whenever you are asking a question. Next is the past continuous tense. Past continuous क्या है? To express an action that was in progress at some point or over a period of time in the past. Past के किसी एक समय पे कोई एक action घट रहा था. A cool breeze was blowing. She was cooking food. So that way past continuous tense हम कब यूज करते हैं, जब हमें किसी पास्ट की किसी घटना को जो उस पर्टिकुलर एक टाइम पे वो घट रहा था, राइट. He was writing a letter at 7 a.m. yesterday. He was reading a novel in the morning. It was raining all the afternoon, right? So this way, some point in the past when the work was going on. To express that one activity which was continuing when another took place. अब ये क्या चीज है, जैसे when my friend came, I was doing my work. The train was moving slowly when the accident took place. That means जब दो घटनाएं एक ही साथ जिक्र हो रही हैं, तब you have to take care कि कौन सी घटना चल रही थी and then it was interrupted by some other activity. So my friend came. तब मैं क्या कर रहा था? I was doing my work. The work was interrupted and then I continued. And वो interruption किस वजह से थी? When my friend came. That means मेरे दोस्त का आना. The train was moving slowly when the accident took place. And then the next one is to express gradual development. पास्ट की कोई एक डेवलपमेंट जो बहुत स्लो थी, बहुत ग्रेजुअल होती है. जैसे इट वॉज गेटिंग डार्क. नाउ डार्क जो है, अंधेरा जो है, बिल्कुल एक साथ ही नहीं भगवान लाइट स्विच ऑफ कर देते हैं कि अंधेरा हो जाता है. इट इज अ ग्रेजुअल प्रोसेस, राइट. सो व्हेन द वी आर रेफरिंग टू एनी gradual process of the past, then we express it in past continuous tense, right? Jaise it was getting dark, he was getting more and more nervous. इंसान जो है नर्वस से होने की उसकी प्रक्रिया होती है वो थोड़ी सी ग्रेजुअल होती है. तो इस तरह से ही वॉज गेटिंग नर्वस. सो इन चीजों का बेटा ध्यान रखना है व्हेन यू आर एक्सप्रेसिंग थिंग्स इन पास्ट कंटिन्यूअस टेंस, राइट. Very quickly, let us learn the form. We have just 1 minute in hand. So when you have to write past continuous, subject was, were, V1 ing. So she was writing a letter, I was cooking food, they were singing songs. That means singular के साथ was, plural के साथ were, and उसके साथ verb की first form के साथ हमने ing लगाना है. नेगेटिव में was के साथ not या were के साथ not लग जाता है. एंड इंट्रोगेटिव में we place this helping verb was and were in front, right students? So let me just stop here today with this slide here. We will meet next tomorrow and homework will be posted in the class group today, so do complete that homework. Okay, thank you.